Good morning, boys and girls. Happy Monday. I hope you got your new assignments. I noticed that most of you have been online already working hard. If you have any questions regarding the link to where the project is located, if you scroll down to the bottom of the page, there's a link explaining what that project is for ELA. I hope that helps. If not, let me know if you have any questions. Today's restart is about, well, we left off to where Chase and Kimberly and Brendan were videoing Leaf Man, and Brendan has such a terrible crush on Kimberly, and Kimberly has the crush on Chase. So we'll have to see where that goes. Today's chapter in Restart is in Shoshana's point of view. Joel's more miserable than ever at Melton Conservatory. I was hoping he'd start to settle in a little better, but it just isn't happening. He calls home every night and talks to Mom and Dad, and me too, for hours on end. Most of the time, he doesn't even complain. He just grills us about everything that's going on in Hiawassee without him, and I can tell he's so homesick it's tearing him into two. The other night, he Skyped in just to watch me give Mitzi, our Cocker Spaniel, a bath. Mitzi had gotten loose that afternoon, and when she came home, she was covered in crushed leaves and some kind of sticky syrup or honey. I wonder what that was. It took 3 soapings and a half an hour with a comb to get her clean. Joel stayed online for the whole thing and helped me talk her through it. He even refused to go down to the dining hall for dinner. This was a kid who formerly wouldn't be in the same room with Mitzi because she made him sneeze. I don't dare mention my project with Mr. Solway to Joel. What if he asks who I'm working with? I'm not going to lie, but how can I tell him? And he'll see right through me if I try to fudge my answer, as in, oh, just some new kid. Twins can read each other, even from miles away. The hard part is, Video Club is one of the things that Joel asks about the most. I give him updates on the progress we're making with the video yearbook and provide play-by-play on Brendan's pathetic attempts to get Kimberly Tooley to notice him. These days, that's the only thing that gets a laugh out of Joel. I work very hard not to say anything that might lead him to ask a question that I can't give him the answer to. He comes close a few times. This is a text from Joel. Did you ever look into entering in the National Video Contest? My reply. Tons of homework in 8th grade. That's what it's come down to between us. I don't lie, but I don't tell the truth either. It's sad because my project with Mr. Solway has turned into the biggest thing in my life. We should have been done 2 weeks ago. We already have so much material that we could cut it off at any time and still have more than we could ever use. But it goes beyond just great interviews we're getting. We've really made friends with the old guy. Most of the time, we're barely working anymore. We take him out for walks. He treats us to lunch. We had a picnic once, and Chase and I have really bonded with him. There, I said it. Chase and I. Just like that, Mr. Solway has become a part of my life. So has that kid that Joel and I call the Alpha Rat. To be honest, I hardly ever think of him by that nickname anymore. I want to. I know it's an act of the Weber family loyalty, and I'm on board with that. I could give a college-level synopsis on all the reasons why Chase used to be the rattiest rat ever to drag his tail through the primordial ooze. But that's not the point. There's no question he was ratty then. The problem is he isn't very ratty rat anymore. He's like a version 2.0 of himself with all that bad stuff written out of programming. He isn't even that bad when he's with Beta and Gamma rats. They're doing community service at Portland Street, so we run into them here and there. The 3 of them still act like friends, but there's definitely some kind of tension in the group. I can't tell if it's Aaron and Bear who were wary of Chase, or if it's Chase who's wary of these 2. Maybe it's simpler than that. If the biggest jerks form a club, everything starts to fall apart when one of them isn't quite so jerky anymore. There's one explanation, and it's about as unchase as you can get. He's nice. I thought he was showing his inner bully when he pulled the football team off Brendan that time, but I was wrong. I sure haven't seen any other signs I haven't found any other signs of that from him. The biggest indicator of how much Chase has changed is the way he's with Mr. Solway. The Solways never had kids, so Chase has become the almost grandson that the old guy had ever had. Chase has become almost the grandson. Oops, I already read that part. At first, I think Chase was just impressed by the Medal of Honor recipient, but it's gone way beyond that now. As much as Mr. Solway likes me too, the real bond is between him and Chase. I'll always be your friend, and occasionally when Mr. Solway forgets, your girlfriend. The first time he called me that, Chase turned the color of a mature eggplant. I'll bet I was even darker purple than that. She's not my girlfriend, Mr. Solway, Chase mumbled in embarrassment. She's just... And when he clammed up again, because he was about to say friend, but he was afraid I'd get mad at him for that too. But then I probably would have. I'm not so sure about that today. We're in video club together, I supplied. The old guy rolled his eyes. You keep telling yourself that. Just because Mr. Solway is no longer the hermit of Portland Street doesn't mean he's all sweetness and light. He's still a pretty crusty guy who speaks his mind and doesn't worry about who might disagree with him. He barks arguments at TV news commentators he believes are idiots and watches sitcoms with straight face to prove that they're not funny. He's convinced that the Hubble Space Telescope is fake and the pictures it sends back are created in a Hollywood film studio. He's stringing a necklace out of the gout pills that he refuses to take. It's his plan to... Shh! Sorry, the guinea pigs are being loud. It's his plan to present it as a going away present to Nurse Duncan when he drives her so crazy that she quits. Come on, Mr. Solway, Chase chides. You like Nurse Duncan? She's good to you. She's incompetent, as is the growled reply. I don't have gout, I just have a sore foot every once in a while. Let's see how much tap dancing she's doing when she's my age. Shh. These guinea pigs are so loud. So I think Mr. Solway knows that they kind of have a little crush on each other that they're not really admitting. And I'm wondering how Joel's going to respond and react when he finds out that Shoshana and Chase are in this project together and that they're becoming friends. So we'll have to watch and see how this goes. I also want to kind of think about how this character change is with Chase. You know, is he still, you know, is he still changing more in a positive way? Like, it's interesting to see his character change and Shoshana's character change right now, and see how that then compares to how Joel comes into play. So, well, happy Monday. I hope you guys have a great day. If it gets nice, please go outside. Don't forget, if you have any questions, to reach out and ask us. Have a good day.